Alright guys, welcome back. Part 2. I had to put down my old saw. It wasn't wide enough to even cut one way, then flip it over and cut the other. I had to go buy a new one. New compound, well it ain't a compound, it's just a sliding miter saw. Tested it out. And it does chip. I don't really like the blade on it. But it cuts all the way through that foot thick, cuts all the way through that foot wide plank. And this is what was left trying to cut it with that other saw. It left just a little bit in the damn middle. Just enough where it mess you up. So, I'm going to cut this piece off. Show you how this thing works. It's pretty slick. That's chipped the damn board though. I ain't really liking that. Cut all the way through that. That was a bad example, wasn't it? But it does cut all the way through. It didn't go far enough. But I should have got a plywood blade because it is chipping away pretty good. And this is a 60 tooth. And I had one, bought this one, put on it new yesterday. Let's see what that is. This is a 72 tooth. So I may swap these blades out, same size blades, before I do any more, because I think this 72 tooth is just a little bit smoother on cuts. So we'll get these swapped out and we'll go to cutting. Okay guys, got my blade changed out. So we'll try this again. See how much smoother this one cuts. Maybe I'm going the wrong direction. Well, that ain't a plywood blade. That is for sure. Oh well. Alright, we're going to start marking these things and get them cut. Alright guys, got all my pieces cut now. I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill the holes. Just so I don't split the end of this wood here. And use some of this wood glue. And glue the edges good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this edge. And carefully set this up here. And carefully get this other one under the other side. Temporarily, if anything. You gotta get these things real straight. This thing moving worse than this thing. Glue them across it. Alright guys, got my 2 boxes built. I ain't real happy with this saw. Being a brand new saw, thing cuts off. It's off 1/16 of an inch square. Time you run it all the way out to the end. So, real not happy with it. So now I gotta figure out where the heck I'm gonna cut this board at. Get the bottom cut out of it. Alright guys, got the bottoms in, glued them and nailed them in with these little 4-penny nails. And put plenty of them in there. Between the glue and the nails, I don't think that bottom will ever come off. So now I got to get ready and mount my slides on here. Alright guys, I got my drawer slide mounted on this first one. This is the end, the little notch. And I put it 6 inches down, so it's about mid-drawer. But I tell you, I ain't real sure that little bitty screws right here are gonna hold no 100 pounds. That is one tiny little screw. Now, I'm sure that that metal will hold 100 pounds, but I bet every one of these screws will strip out before that metal fails. But I put 4 of them across there, and of course, when I mount that part, I'm going to use some bigger screws, some like I used over here, some of these, quite larger. So we're going to get these mounted and try this drawer. Alright guys, well I got it mounted, but I can tell you, this damn bench ain't square for nothing. Clearly. It's almost flat. I get about that's about flat across there. And I got about a knuckle deep, about 2 inches. So I know what's happened. When I moved that stuff forward trying to get these evened up, it got out of whack. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to move that back bracket there and this one here back where it was, and then I'm gonna have to figure out, I'm gonna have to move this bracket wherever it needs to be square on this side. Alright guys, so I've been working on getting this thing about squared up, and I think it did pretty well. I'm about a 1/2 inch out of square on this end right here. Can't hardly even tell it. Drawers come out almost 3/4 of the way. They're probably a little over 3/4 of the way. I really need to build some stops in back here to keep it from sliding too far back. It wouldn't be all that difficult. Probably could just put a couple, cut me a strip and go right across here. It'd be the easiest way. I won't like it to be, by the time I get the face on here, it's going to come out about like that. So that's about where I want. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this tabletop to length and get it mounted. And before I do that, I want to put me a vise on this corner right here. So I might come back in here and put me another 2x4 or something brace here to have something to mount that vise to. So we're going to do that, and then we'll cut the top and put it on there and show you what it looks like.